MLB League Division Series, MLB League Division Series, MLB League Division Series, MLB League Division Series, MLB League Division Series predictions. So your best predictions, please watch these please. MLB League Division Series predictions.
In this video, I'll be predicting the NLDS. In our first matchup, we have the LA Dodgers against the Washington Nationals. Now, in the first game, Max Scherzer is the Nationals starter and Clayton Kershaw is the Dodgers starter. Clayton Kershaw had a respectable season once again. Not quite as good as last year, but still a pretty good season. Max Scherzer has what looks like to be a Cy Young caliber season this year. He also led the league in strikeouts. Both teams can score runs pretty well. The Nationals are 8th in runs scored. Dodgers are 14th in runs scored. Team batting average, that's another story. The Nationals are 14th in team batting average and the Dodgers are 22nd. The Nationals are 11th in home runs. Dodgers are 17th. These two teams are drastically different in speed. The Nationals are 6th in stolen bases and the Dodgers are all the way down in 27th in stolen bases. I expect to see a lot of stolen bases by the Nationals, but don't expect very much of that from the Dodgers. The Nationals are 2nd in team ERA, and the Dodgers are 5th in team ERA. I expect this to be a pretty good pitchers matchup throughout the majority of the series. I'm sure there'll be some games where it just becomes a blowout or teams just score a lot of runs, but it's going to be mostly pitching because they're both really solid at that. However, Clayton Kershaw is a question mark, though. Throughout most of his career, when he's gone to the playoffs, he's performed very poorly in the playoffs. Last year, he actually did better, but he didn't do good enough. Of course, he was against the Mets, who eventually ended up going all the way to the World Series last year, which, of course, the Mets lost to the Kansas City Royals. The Nationals closer is that guy whose name I had difficulty pronouncing last year, who closed for the Pirates. That would be Mark Melancon. You know, I get the feeling I still pronounce his name wrong. Anyways, that's who the Nationals have. They got him in a trade mid-season. With the Pirates and the Nationals, he saved a combined 47 out of 51 opportunities. So only blew 4 saves. That's pretty awesome. And his ERA was an amazing 1.64. Quite solid. The Dodgers closer, Kenley Jansen, is quite impressive himself as well. He only blew 6 saves. That's kind of on the edge towards slightly dangerous, but not there. He has also an amazing ERA of 1.83. So I'm sure that more than makes up for blowing 6 saves, obviously. All these important team stats that I'm comparing, the Nationals do beat the Dodgers in. They're a little close. They actually are kind of close, but yeah, to be honest, I'm giving this to the Nationals. Sorry, Dodgers fans. Your team is going to lose the divisional series 3 consecutive years. It's always next year, though. The Nationals will beat the Dodgers. I'll give the Dodgers at least a game. The Nationals will beat them in 4 games. All right, now we go to our final matchup of this round, and that's between the San Francisco Giants and the Chicago Cubs. For the first game, the starting pitchers are Johnny Cueto and John Lester. Now, they're both very good, but John Lester is a little better. But Johnny Cueto, he's no joke. He's damn good as well. Well, the Giants are 4th in team ERA. The Cubs are 1st, and they're pretty comfortably ahead. Look at the Nationals. They're not even close. Giants are 11th in stolen bases. Cubs are only 20th, so expect to see the Giants go for some stolen bases. The Cubs, not as much. The Cubs have some power. They're 13th in home runs. However, the Giants are only 28th. In terms of batting average, they're actually quite close. The Giants are 11th, only just .02 ahead of the Cubs, who are tied for 14th. The Cubs are 3rd place in runs. The Giants are 19th in runs. Now, I'm honestly not actually sure who they're going to use as their closer. I said it was going to be Santiago Casilla, but I've also heard that they're considering using Sergio Romo or somebody else. As for the Cubs, they're definitely certain about their closer. He only blew 3 saves, and his ERA is only 1.55. That's mighty impressive. Now, despite the fact that the Cubs are the #1 seed, they have the best record in the whole league this year, and the Giants, they just barely made it to the playoffs. They were the 5th seed, but they managed to advance here. Some of these stats are kind of close to even, and the Jets have, did I say Jets? Holy crap. And the Giants have some advantages in some areas the Cubs actually don't. But I'm going to have to pick the Cubs, of course. Yes, I know it's 2016. I know it's an even year. Ever since 2010, the Giants have won the World Series every other year. They win it in 2010, missed the playoffs 2011. Win the World Series in 2012, missed the playoffs 2013. Win the World Series 2014, missed the playoffs 2015. And they've now returned to the playoffs again in 2016. So some might say, oh, they're going to win the World Series again. It's a pattern, but it's a coincidence. It's not like it's going to just stay like this forever or throughout the rest of the decade. That's just not possible. And honestly, I think their reign's going to end. The Chicago Cubs, their reign of being the laughingstock of the league and not winning a World Series in 108 years, and to put that into perspective, literally nobody who is alive today has ever seen the Cubs win the World Series. Okay, and by the way, it's probably been like that for at least 20 years. Maybe there were a few people 20 years ago who might have seen them, but I doubt they would have remembered because they were probably too young at the time. But they're going to finally do it this year. Their team is just that good. But these Giants will put up quite a fight. It's not going to be an easy path. The Giants do have some slight advantages, so I'm not going to call this a straight-up sweep for the Cubs. Giants will win a game, resulting in the Cubs beating them in 4. It's not going to go to 5. The Cubs will beat the Giants in 4. Thanks for watching my National League Division Series predictions. Click on that logo up in the corner up there to watch my American League Divisional Series predictions. I don't know if I even pointed accurately, but anyways, go ahead and click up there. If you saw my wild card game predictions, you'd remember I was wearing a Sharks hat, and somebody actually asked about it. The funny story is I couldn't find this hat. I was looking for it, I couldn't find it. It was hidden underneath actually another hat. So that's why I found it. Wearing the 2013 AL West Division title hat and shirt for the A's, because with how they're playing now, they're probably not going to win their division in quite a while. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And please share this video with your friends and family, people who enjoy baseball. Let them know about my videos, as I'll be making more and more of these videos in the very near future. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for my League Championship Series predictions, which will be, well, if you click on me, that's where it will be. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this with everyone you know and love, and spread the word. Thank you.